Welcome back. Joining me now is lead Call for Action volunteer Jackie. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me in again.
Thanks for coming. And this morning we are talking about the August recap. So I know it was a big month for Call for Action. What can you tell us?
It was. In August, we took in 49 new cases for consumers, and we got back to consumers $81,966.
That is insane. That's almost $82,000.
It is. And that's a very high number. That's not typical for a month. But we had one case that closed where we got a consumer $45,000 back. Our consumer advocate worked for that person for 16 months and got him $45,000.
16 months. And now what kind of case was that one?
That one was involving a Social Security disability, which is why it was so big.
Okay, and so now is that one of our top categories for Call for Action cases this month?
Government isn't one of our top categories.
Okay.
Our top categories, again, were consumer, landlord, tenant, and home improvement contractor. But we do have one really good expert with the Social Security and the disability things. So.
Okay. Well, maybe that expert will join me one day at the couch.
She will.
Now, I know that you guys do a lot more than just reaching out for people and helping consumers who reach out to you. You guys also provide education to consumers and multiple groups within the area. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
I'd be glad to. We do it in three forms. The most common thing that we do is when we're talking to people, we usually are giving them advice, what they could do differently next time, what they need to do. We also have a monthly newsletter, the Consumer Advocate, that we will email out to people that are interested. Talks about our consumer advocates, who they are, what they do. It also talks about tips, talks about some of the cases we've worked on. So I think it's interesting. So anybody can request that from us. And the third thing we do is we go out and we do speaking in the public. I go out to community organizations. I've gone out to Rotary groups, senior centers, schools, Lions groups, any of those things. Sometimes I talk simply about Call for Action and what we do and how we can help consumers. I do longer talks about how to keep your identity safe.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. Or frauds and scams, what some of the current ones are, what to look out for.
All right. And now, is there anything else that you want either businesses or consumers to know?
The one thing I want to tell consumers right now is next Thursday, we're doing a call-in show here at the station.
Yes, we are.
So we're going to be live and have people ready to take your calls from 4 o'clock until 7 o'clock on Thursday.
Yes, and I will be hosting that so you guys can call right on in and get all the information. And something else that not a lot of people know, this is not just for Wisconsin residents, correct?
Correct. We can serve anyone in the state of Wisconsin, the states of Illinois, or the state of Minnesota. And there is a national Call for Action office that people can get a hold of if you've got a friend or relative that needs help that lives in another state as well.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome.
And you guys be sure to join Jackie, me, and a bunch of other volunteers this Thursday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. during our telethon.